Okay everyone, I promised you some exercises for tibialis posterior tendonitis for that medial ankle and arch pain, and we're going to get right to it. So this video is going to be a little herky-jerky because I got a few different camera angles to show you with. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to work on something called tennis ball heel raises. I've got a golf ball here. Golf balls are a little hard and small. I would use a tennis ball. If you don't have a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, hockey ball, anything really will do. And what we're going to do is we're going to do, put this on the floor. We're going to do some exercises that are going to target the tibialis posterior tendon. Now, one thing to know is that the tibialis posterior tendon, that shin splint tendon, is what we call the primary inverter of the foot. So that's a real technical mumbo jumbo. Basically one of the things that it does is when you raise up on your tiptoes, it helps turn the heels in. When it's dysfunctional, your heels may stay out a little bit. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use that tennis ball or whatever ball to trigger those heels to fire in, to turn in, thereby triggering that tibialis posterior tendon. So this is what it looks like. Again, hopefully I don't drop the camera. Distinct possibility. Ball goes on the floor. You are going to, with your heels, you are going to squeeze that tennis ball together, squeezing it in this way. And we're going to go up onto our tiptoes, squeezing the whole way, keeping that ball between the heels. Hold it for about 10 seconds. You're then going to slide back down and rest. You're going to go up. I want you to hold it for about 10 seconds. And then I want you to come back down and rest. So you're going to do that a number of times. I would suggest that you do that maybe 5 sets of 10. If you're feeling good after that, you may move it up to 10 sets of 10 seconds. And just to get that firing. Okay, so tennis ball heel raises. We're going to target that tibialis posterior tendon by doing those. One of the other things we can do, we can work with some resistance bands. So hopefully we can see this now. I'm going to have a seat in my chair. And so I've got a resistance band. Some of you may have these at home. Some of you may not. You could use other things. You could use some bungee cords. Go into the garage, grab some bungee cords, and strap them around the leg of a chair. Could be a table, something like that. Now really what we're going to do with this is I'm going to put my foot on the inside of this, and we're working against the resistance of that band. So I'm turning my foot in. I'm what we call inverting that foot. I'm taking it from here, and I'm trying to fire that tendon in there. We're trying to strengthen that as best we can. Okay? Just like that. Good. Okay, so that gives you 2 exercises you can start on, specifically targeting that tendon. That over time, the idea is that we're going to strengthen that and then make it feel a little bit less dependent on other devices and things like that to help because it's that much stronger. If the tendon, if we don't strengthen that tendon, or if we don't do some things to help minimize that collapse of those feet, it can get worse. So it starts, we'll often call it from a stage 1 tibialis posterior dysfunction all the way up to a stage 4 tibialis posterior dysfunction, where the ankle becomes involved and things like that at that point. So we really want to avoid that area there. We much prefer to see patients when they're in stage 1 or 2, and we can do a lot of good in those stages. These people over here tend to have some real mobility issues. So get started on those exercises, and we hope to see you soon.